What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I have a young lady here by the name of Ashley, and she's going to explain the reasons why Black men are skipping college. And yeah, I also follow her on TikTok. Go follow her. She's great great videos, things like that. She does good work over there on TikTok. Let's go here now. Let's check this out.
Y'all told Black men that they had to have money to holler at you. That's why they don't want to go to college. College is the long play. College is 4 years, then sometimes an additional 2 or 3, sometimes an additional 5 or 6, depending on what career field you choose. Y'all told Black men they got to have money right now. So they're not thinking about 4, 5, 6 years down the road. They want to go make money now. And regardless of what some men will say, there are a lot of men out there in the world that do things to impress women. Women, y'all may not recognize the power that you
It's true.
have, but I am willing to bet my last dollar if we put more emphasis on being attracted to intelligence, being attracted to character, integrity, being attracted to commitment, determination, drive, I'm willing to bet they'll start going to college. I said what I said.
Now, this is the truth right here, and the thing of this is the long play in today's society for most women. Now they want to go to college and take their time and things like that, but they want a man to have it all right now. That's the reason why most women are trying to, quote unquote, choose up and want this rich man and stuff like that because he already has it. Versus the gentleman that's actually suited for her, which is her counterpart, her peer in her age group, pretty much. And he doesn't have it at the moment because he's a college student too, or he gonna end up being a street guy. And with the street guy situation is they're pretty much what Ashley's talking about in this scenario here is that he's going to go out, he's going to be the dope boy, the scammer, the robber, whatever, to get the money fast and quickly to, deal with the chick. Cause what I'm saying, women are saying that, whatever go on, we need a man with money now, and a lot of it's due to a lot of women are selfish and they want to use people and they don't want to actually have a decent relationship with a decent human being, with a decent man. They want to use somebody, basically. That's the reason why they really want the man to have all this money immediately.
Because if you stop and think about it, a lot of the things that we do is to impress the other sex. Now, I know y'all are going to say, I'm decentering men. I hear you. And men, I know you're going to say, I ain't worried about these. I get it. But we all want attention. A lot of us want to be validated. A lot of us want to be chose, be picked. And we will do the things to get us picked. So that might be why they're not going to college. Another idea is a lot of Black men are being raised by single Black mothers and they ain't got the money to support their sons through college. So how am I going to get into college when my mama can barely afford to feed me and my siblings? I don't feel like that's even.
And that's definitely a part of it as well. I agree with her on this point too. Single parent homes, period, are going to have a hard financial time. And unless the child is able to get a scholarship or a grant or something like that, most times, you're going to have to come out of pocket and pay for college. Now there's also, community college and stuff like that you could, kind of get into and deal with and things like that too. But, most of the times, the majority of people probably do want to go to a big college. And, sometimes it's just not sustainable. I think community college should be a much more looked at situation, especially single parent homes. They definitely should look at that first. But let's keep going.
Even an option. I don't have a lot of role models in my neighborhood that are showing me that I should go to college because they didn't go to college. And then if I do have an uncle, a daddy, or granddaddy that is in my life, sometimes they hit me with, oh boy, just go get a job because real men work. So y'all help me to understand why they would choose college. And now y'all are ragging on trade schools, talking about trades to give you a job. Excuse me? As a hairstylist myself, I make way more money as a hairstylist than a lot of y'all college graduates. And from what I hear, y'all are struggling to find jobs with those college degrees. So let's not poop on trades, please. Okay.
Now, you know, this is where we at right here. Shout out to Ashley. You know, listen, look, everything that was said at this point right here is definitely the truth. These are the reasons why a lot of black men aren't going to colleges and things like that and trying to do certain things. Now, with the trade school situation that she brought up at the end right there, that's definitely a viable situation, but you have to apply yourself. And a lot of black men are growing up in homes and in neighborhoods to where they're not motivated to do certain things. And they, you know, in the motivation that they are given to do is going to be some crap, some street shit and stuff like that, because of they seeing what's around them, the, you know, their partners and the older guys in the hood, stuff like that. They get money a certain type of way and they're not going to college. And, you know, you do fall into the trap that you grow up in these neighborhoods. And I'm not just saying that, you know, I'm not saying to use that as an excuse, but it does happen. You are who you around and grew up around, you know, and that's just life about these facts right here. Now, definitely, you know, some of the men are going to, you know, be able to get out and things like that. And I'm gonna harp on the trade school situation. Yes, that's a very valuable situation, definitely for young black men. And you know, I know back in the day, we did used to have, you know, like shop and all that stuff in school and things. I know we had it when I was going to high school and stuff like that. They kind of give a preemptive on, you know, something that you could do, because most men do like to work with their hands. I still do too. And you know, it was an option for definitely for our young black men and stuff like that, and they took that option away in, you know, well, vocational school out of high school. It's crazy, but I think we need to, you know, figure out a way to get that back in schools, you know, shop and mechanic and all that type of stuff. We need to figure out a way to get that back in school to give these young black men another option to see a viable career, because we're still going to need people to build homes. We still need people to work on cars and other things. So, yeah. But that's definitely one of the main reasons why young black men are not going to college on mass, like talking about is, you know, they want the money to get the woman that they want to deal with at that particular moment. Everybody wants fast things. Everybody wants it now. Even the men do. They want it now. They want her now. They don't want to have to wait, you know, 7 years till they get to, you know, well, you know, 4 or 5 years, get out of college, then start their career, then try to make a little money first, then try to find they don't want that. They want the chick that they see in their face right now. You know what I'm saying? And the chick wants the dude to have his money right now. You know, everybody's in survival mode. And that's part of the reason why also most black men are not going to college. It's being in survival mode, you know, survival mode to get the girl, even survival mode to get money for itself and feed, you know, his family, you know, mom, whatever, you know, it is what it is, man. People are in survival mode. The women are in survival mode and also the men. But yeah, that's one of the huge reasons why black men are not going to college and things like that. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.